And hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Adventure Rolls. We are so glad that you are here with us, having ended a long adventure crawl, or dungeon crawl, that's the term. Yeah, we're starting off strong tonight, folks. So with that, without any further ado, let's go and dive into tonight's session. When last we left our heroes, our party was continuing their adventure within the streets of Arkenbridge, just going and exploring a mage's tower known to the populace as Orosol, a mage that has been long since thought gone from the streets. However, upon investigation, realizing that he went by another name, known as Thalys, and was a follower of Miracle and seeking to become a lich, by having a various experiments and plotting something sinister beneath the streets of Arkenbridge, where the party met with one of his former mage apprentices known as Zarek, who had turned into a Nothic and is charged to watch over the blue flame. Our heroes managed to collect embers of the wild magic and found out various information regarding Thalys and his schemes. Making it to the surface, they found members of the Sword/Ride, provided various information of it, and met Captain Ember, a Fire Ganassi woman, and was willing to assist the party and even hired them on to track down Thalys. And so, eventually, everyone having eventually met up in the streets of Arkenbridge, we are here, where it's about, given how long you all were investigating and exploring and things like that, it would probably be close to about mid-afternoon at this point. The streets are still fairly busy and bustling as people are going from place to place, shop to shop, and just trying to get things done. So, as you all are continuing on through the streets, what do you do?
Well, we're going back to rest up, get some more information, regroup, or does anybody anything on their agenda?
I think it's just getting back to the library, right? Or the Ioun Temple. And
Do you guys want to regroup?
probably a safe place too. Yeah. Then we can try to find someone there to help, to talk to at the very least.
Just lit. As I'm walking through, I'm going to peruse and see if there's anything that stands out to me, as I'm looking around, send you a message, and just see if there's anything that, as I'm just checking various shops and stuff, for anything of note that I would like.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check. I will note, ever since that one time I accidentally exited out of Discord, I am terrified to open up Discord.
Check that.
24.
24. Yeah, so as you are currently scanning and looking around, you don't necessarily find any stalls that would be looking for a specific thing. However, you go and you do find a shop that is known as, that seems to be marked as Ziggy's Wondrous Goods, is what you're able to go ahead and notice. As you look in the
interesting.
Yeah, as you look in the window and you see various herbs and mysterious objects that catch your eye.
I would like to go in there.
Sure.
Really? Okay. Wait. You never go into shops, do you? I guess you kind of do.
Go shopping with them all the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I'm the one that never goes shop. Okay, yeah, let's go.
Well, we did find all of that money, so maybe
True.
I can find something of use.
That is true. Okay.
Perfect. We'll do that. Grab some snacks, then head on back.
So, as you enter into the shop, you find that is dimly lit. There's small candles on what looks to be rows of various shelving units that go to about chest high on a medium-sized creature. So if you're about 5'5" or so, probably be about chest high or so. And as you enter, there's just this overwhelming scent of just earthy tones and dirt and moss as you come on in, and seeing the various shelves and tables. There's a wide collection of what looks to be twigs, dirt, again moss, but also various like acorn shells, seeds. There's a lot of herbs and mysterious objects in here. But then what looks to be in the far back of the shop, there are a few patrons here that just seem to be going and collecting, but just also seemingly looking at mysterious objects and kind of placing them on the ground, uninterested. But in the far back, there seems to be a hooded figure kind of hunched on over, holding what looks to be a crooked cane, a crooked shepherd's cane of sorts, with a little bit of a lantern hanging from it. As you're going around, just seems to be looking. He hears the ding, turns around, and you just see this red-scaled kobold just looking, going,
"Ah, yes. Welcome to Ziggy's Wondrous Goods. How might I assist you?"
This place looks very interesting.
"Well, I'm glad that you think so. Let me know."
as he kind of points out like a long, bony finger with a talon at the end of it, goes,
"How may Ziggy assist any of you?"
Would you have anything that maybe could help with decisions in the future on how to make good choices?
You seek fortune, the ability to tell one's future. Is that what you're looking for?
Well, there are times when I do things and it maybe doesn't go the best, but sometimes it goes good. And I want to maybe have help with that.
he kind of goes,
Come, Ziggy will be able to tell you and show you where your fortunes lie.
and he kind of takes you over to a little shelving unit and says,
Here you'll be able to find anything that will be able to give clairvoyance to your decisions.
he looks like,
Here there are various dice that can assist you, along with various tarot cards, and that especially of various bones and the like.
Oh, I will look at the bones.
Yep, there we go.
Instant interest.
Could have called that one.
and he looks to you all and goes,
Surely one of you will be interested in your own future.
I'll look at the cards.
thanks. He kind of hands it up, just with like 2 fingers, just kind of gently hands it to you.
But if you don't want it, then feel free to put them back.
Ooh,
How do they?
How do you tell your future from the object?
Ah,
Well, there's a whole thing. Yeah. Do you know how to do it?
me personally, no, I am not of the sort, but I am at least loosely familiar with the arts. Effectively, what you'll do is you'll do 3 different cards. Cards will spell your past, your present, and your future. And the way in which they are tilted can tell from good or bad. Things that will potentially be good to come, or even potentially ill omens. The cards, they know all, my friend.
Yeah, I have some friends back home who like messing with these.
The bones
Wait, so
know
you
more
do
than
them?
the cards?
Wait, so you do them, or like, or you're selling them?
Oh, me? No, I do not do them. Though I believe there's a tiefling nearby that has a shop that does things like that. A bit of a clairvoyance is what she claims to be. Not gonna say yay or nay to that fact, but many people leave her establishment plenty pleased.
We all heard Zen. I was like, what?
Oh my god.
Well, look at that. There's a kid without his parents running down the street. That's crazy.
Oh, those parents! Very. Hey, you're,
Oh, there they are. Yep, he's fine.
Okay, good. Yeah, we got everything taken care. We all got everything taken care of.
So,
I would like to look at the selection of bones
Yes.
and see if I can figure out maybe what they would come from. And I'm looking to maybe find the most interesting
yeah, I'll say for this
creature.
this would definitely be since these are different creatures and things like that. Potentially, this would be a nature check.
I will ask Rosa for help as well if she knows animals, being a
Yeah, I can help
shepherd.
you.
Maybe.
Do you want me to? Do you want advantage or do you want?
I'll roll for myself, but I'll guidance you. How about that?
Oh, sure. I'll guidance you.
Is that right? That works.
Oh, good lord. We're on the
I want to
street.
hear Rachel.
I know. You don't want to hear it.
Come on, Rach.
I'm willing to guess it was like a 7.
Lower than a 7. I beat you? No way.
Well, I rolled a
Okay.
3 on the die. I have more. Oh, thanks. Level up. I have more than I thought. 9, 10, 11, 12.
Hey, there you go.
Okay.
It's not that bad. Mhm.
I still beat you with a 15, so.
Okay, so as you're looking over these creatures, you can definitely tell they come from like some almost like rodent and some potentially a little larger with different things. None of them seem to be that of like a humanoid or type of a being, but they are marked and almost have various different runes on them in different fashions. Both of you are able to ascertain what those would be, and with the 15, you would gather that potentially collectively these would be worth probably approximately 25 gold pieces. The runes themselves definitely seem to mark that of a kind of a god of the grave to a certain degree.
So it's like a collection of different creatures in it? And
Yeah.
There's not like bones from one creature specifically?
It seems to be a random assortment, which as you look around the shop, seems to fit the vibe. Everything is kind of an eclectic assortment of whatever this dude found fun.
Okay. So yeah, I would probably pick them all up and sort them out a little bit, and there are a lot of creatures here. I
What
think
is
I
it?
will buy this.
Yeah, wait, what is this? What is this for? Just for fun?
Well, you say you are worried sometimes that choices we make could be bad, and this might help us make choices that are good.
Oh. Well, that's cool. Thanks.
I was reading about it in my book. Are these
Yeah,
expensive?
I'll like open your pack and look at your money. How much do you have?
I have 97 gold in there.
Oh, nice. So she'll take out, like she'll show him the pack, like how much is in his his pouch, and then she'll take out the money and then show him. She'll be like, it's that much.
Oh, that is hardly anything compared to what I have in there.
Yeah, yeah, kind of. You should be good. Yeah, you can afford this for sure.
How much did you say they
I
were
will
for?
buy it.
25.
That's
45?
25.
25.
25.
25.
That is the component cost. It's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will go take the stack and say I would like these, please.
You see Ziggy come on up and say, "Oh, excellent!" And he just kind of scurries behind the little shop, and you just the little like table at the front, and he just kind of hops up a little bit. And goes, "All right, so altogether, those will run you about 25 gold pieces. If you go ahead and provide them over, the bones are yours."
Just looking around. Here is another coin. I'll randomly pick which coin I grab.
Jeez.
I pull the silver piece out. Do you have a bag to put them in? Just so I don't lose them.
Yes, 1 second. Silver piece. Interesting.
Goes, and you kind of just see him go to like one of the drawers behind and goes, silver piece, silver piece, silver piece. And there's a lot of ones that seem to be almost like potato sacks and various like ratted things that are very small. Goes,
This seems to be about a silver piece's worth.
and he just again hops back on up and then hands it over. And you see it's like a little small kind of brown pouch to a certain degree. He goes,
This should be good for a silver piece, my friend.
Hey, here's a gold. Why don't you find a little better bag for him? This is ceremonial.
he looks. Yeah, Ziggy's actually gonna go and take a look at you, Resident. He's gonna look and go,
A cleric. Okay. Understandable. Of course. Who am I to besmirch a member of the clergy?
with that, he then hops on down and then goes ahead and then hops back on up, and you see one that again is nicer leather with a nice, really decent strap that you can put out to the hip.
This should suffice for a gold piece.
Thank you.
Excellent. Well, if there's anything you all need, just let me know. But for the meantime, Ziggy's Wondrous Goods is always at your disposal.
Does it seem, as I'm looking around, that this is a good place to just kind of get basic spell components?
Go ahead and make a general perception check.
Okay. $17.
As you're kind of looking around, you can definitely see that this is a decent spot to pick up fairly basic spell components that you would find typically in an arcane pouch, or potentially even ones that maybe cost up to a specific point. Definitely not the really fine ones, but also seems to be the more random eclectic ones. You're probably not going to find any diamonds or gems along those lines.
That's fine. It's mostly like charcoal, incense, and herbs, and what was this? Holly leaf or mistletoe?
Yeah, that kind of stuff, without question.
Okay, cool. So I'll probably buy. Well, the last place I bought some stuff, so yeah, I'd say whatever to do, like pass without a trace a couple times.
Yeah.
Aid is like a white strip of white cloth. It doesn't specify how much.
Cloth you probably won't be able to well, I will just say if there's not a gold cost next to it, you technically don't need to buy it, but you can definitely you can definitely flay. That means it's not burnt up, so you don't necessarily use it.
Okay.
So if there's a gold cost to it, you typically it does get used up, typically, not always.
Yeah, usually it says it, whether it's consumed or not.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, because the Find Familiar one is.
Yes.
But Pass Without a Trace says ashes from a burned leaf.
Yep.
Specific. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna buy like 50 gold worth of stuff.
Sure.
Just to have loaded on me.
Sure. We can that could totally work.
Okay. Cool. How much were the tarot cards?
He looks, tarot cards, those will run you about 2 gold pieces, because they're basic ones.
Yeah, are they... Nothing looks ornate or anything about them?
Yeah, as you kind of scan and look them over, they are definitely very well drawn. These are very nice pieces of art, absolutely. And scanning them, it seems that there's a mixture of almost like symbols of heroes and potentially various gods. You gather so they definitely have that element to them, but they're not like gold trimmed or anything along those lines. These are very standard tarot cards.
Okay. Yeah, I'll buy them too.
Okay.
What about the dice?
Yeah, sure. 1 second. As you kind of look them over, there are definitely, these are not like usual dice where there's like various pips or numbers upon them. Each one has almost like different symbols attached to it. Some with like, one's like a single line, another one has 2 X's and various rune markings on it. Very Nordic in its appearance. So these ones you get, Ziggy kind of comes over and says, yes, these dice are very particular. Unlike the ones that your friends got here, where one can kind of be for fortune and telling and things of those elements, there's a part of these dice that seemingly can almost, again, kind of tell someone's future to a certain degree, based upon how you read the runes and which directions they go in different areas.
All right, well, how much you looking for them?
These ones, and they're kind of like white in appearance, very made of wood, they seem to be.
These ones, I'd be willing to part with them for 3 gold pieces.
3 gold, we can make a deal.
Excellent. He kind of snatches them up, and there's about 6 in hand, so you can go ahead and do Fortune's dice.
Ooh.
I will provide information about those in a little bit later. I didn't put them up on the D&D Beyond just yet.
Wait, sounds good.
But they're a very basic item.
Sweet. He was just looking to see if he ever had to get one over on dice on people, so.
I'm not going to ask anyone anything, but I just want to look around. One, if there's anything that looks like different enough that might be useful. But 2, she's looking for like some more expensive spell components. Just she can't afford it now, but like taking note of them.
Yeah.
Like he has them or not.
I'll say go ahead and make a perception check.
19.
Yeah, so as you kind of are scanning and looking, there's definitely an error of like, a lot of these are very basic items and things like that. Most you'll find are probably going to cost at most 25 gold pieces. But with that 19, as you're kind of scanning and looking, you do find that toward the back of the shop is where his more expensive items typically go to. So you definitely do note that there are more expensive ones, potentially ranging upward to 100 gold pieces maybe. But those ones seem to be purposely more in the dark than all the others. As far as anything useful, you do, while looking in this back area, you do find what looks to be, again, almost like a shepherd's staff of certain degree, but it's very it's almost ornate and very well kept in its appearance. So it's not rotted away. The carvings around it are very going down in a nice word spiral to a certain degree. So it's very nice looking.
So Rose is not a shopper. She's like going through the shop very practically. And even like the more expensive things is not as expensive as she needs. So she just kind of like shakes her head and moves on. But when she sees like the staff though, she's like, oh, and actually seems a little interested. And so she like wants to pick it up and see like if there's anything else she can tell about it.
Yeah. As you go ahead and do that and you're looking more deeply at it, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh, a nat 20. How fun for me.
Yeah.
Water wand.
26.
26. As you kind of pick it up and look at it, you rub your hand across and start to feel it. It is smooth and it is very easy to grip. Like it feels like there's almost no slipping in the hand whenever you hold on to it. And as you're touching it, you're feeling like there's almost like a magical aura with it. So there is something magical about this staff.
Okay. Can I tell what kind, or probably not through just a investigation?
Just investigation. You can go ahead and make an Arcana check since you rolled high enough on investigation to see potentially.
15.
15. As you're kind of looking over this staff, you could definitely tell there's a magical aura attached to it. What kind of aura? It's really hard to tell, but it definitely seems like an enhancement, potentially of some sort.
I'll like very timidly like walk over to the shopkeeper, and then she just goes, what is this?
Oh, yes, that's our shepherd's hook we've been trying to sell. It's a fairly standard one, but this one is definitely magical. But what it does is it mainly makes it easier for someone to potentially attack or kind of deal damage to a certain degree, kind of harm another creature. It makes it a little bit easier. So we figured shepherds are trying to look over their flock and things like that and try to protect it from various wolves. It only makes sense to enhance it and make that the wolves can be taken care of a bit more quickly.
Oh, okay. How much is it?
That one would run you about 150 gold pieces.
Oh, okay. And she goes and puts it back.
How
It's
much
getting so fair with the
for
dice.
charming customers?
Just,
No.
the kobold kind of looks and just looks curious and goes,
I mean, 150 gold pieces?
And you did say it was hard to get rid of. I mean, you could make an easy 120 gold today.
I'll say for that, you can go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Yeah. Is
There you go.
that Alize? Or
That's you.
Gideon?
Because
You said it.
you
Oh, she did the charming face.
charming doesn't work on this guy.
You said the actual words.
That's fair. That's fair. That's
This-
fair. It's meant to be, man. It's meant to be. That's a nat 20. That's 26.
He kind of
This
taps.
staff is meant to be hers.
He kind of just taps his thing a little bit. There's a slight grin growing across his face, and he goes,
Well, I mean, you do bring a point. I did kind of say that, I guess.
I feel the fortune that you've been talking about. Like, destiny made us walk in today, and you know what? Shoot, I'm all in, and I put my pouch down. I said, how about that? That's a down payment. You guys can figure out the rest.
how much is in the gold? Is in
We
the
got
pouch?
56 gold down.
He goes,
Well,
What are you paying for charcuterie board?
he goes, well, I'm willing to part with this for 120 gold if you all are willing.
Oh man, no, guys, I
You
didn't mean
need
that.
money?
I mean,
I'll hand you my pouch,
Oh, man.
Rosa.
That's perfect.
no, wait, I don't need. That's so fancy. I don't need anything fancy. It's okay. It's really pretty, but you guys don't need to give all your money into this. I have like most of it, but I was saving up for like a healing thing, so that's more important.
So take my gold.
I have a good amount as well. We can help you.
You're protecting a flower.
Oh my gosh. She's like blushing, like she looks so overwhelmed.
I can help put in 50. So there's 100.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And like start like digging through my pouch. Wait, I mean what did you say? 120?
120.
I'll take the 6.
Okay.
How's that?
So
I'm gonna keep 6. So I'll give 50.
Oh my
Should
gosh.
be 50.
I hand over 20.
Right. Is Resvin? I guess Resvin is keeping his gold.
Okay.
We know we'll find her.
No one's taking any gold out of my bag. That's fine.
So
It's fine. That'll go to a good cause.
you see Ziggy, and he's kind of looking over all this. Goes,
All right. It's like, well, 120. The staff is yours.
Oh wow. This is so thank you. Thanks guys. Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, I was joking. Yes, we're.
I mean,
Oh yeah, it's on loan. You owe us each double. What are you talking about? He just turns and starts walking out.
You don't owe me any because you didn't take any.
Double of 0
yeah.
is 0.
Good, yeah, you're right.
all right. So with that, as you all, I'm assuming you all then head on out. So you can add a +1 quarterstaff, Rosa.
Ooh.
Yay!
So
Thanks, guys. That was so nice.
so as you all then head on out, as he goes,
Thank you all. I'll come back anytime.
and with that, as you all head on out back onto the streets of Arkenbridge, is there anything you all wish to do before making it back to the library?
Did you all want
More-
to go see Claire?
Good.
Who's Claire?
Oh, the
Clairvoyant.
The lady that
Hey, Mrs. Voyant. Yeah.
Oh,
I was desperately
yeah,
trying.
the Oracle seer.
I was desperately trying to think. Did I name her Claire and didn't realize it? Because I have her name down.
I saw Mark
That's
subtly
so-
react. I'm like, that's coming back. That is definitely coming back at some point.
Yep.
so good.
Do we feel like we need to? I mean, I'm fine with that, but are you?
Well,
I
maybe she could teach Resvin a little bit if it's same thing. That's what he's trying to learn right now.
I do not need to go. I just didn't know if you thought it was good to go see Claire.
I'm
Oh,
almost down.
We
Look,
can go
Destiny's been
back,
on our
though.
side. Might as well.
sometimes those people know what they're talking about. Kind of depends.
I forgot to ask how these dice work. Maybe she can
Some
tell
are
us.
grift. Some. I feel like we'll judge by the establishment, just a little bit. Sometimes they set up shop and they lie. Sometimes they tell the truth and they're real. So we can get the idea. And
Well,
That's what
if they're
Ziggy
going
was-
to lie. I don't know if I want to go.
well, I mean, you never know until you go. And she might be able to help you read into these things. She could give me some pointers on the tarot at the very least.
We
Runes.
can, if you want to. The book will tell me, I think, what to do.
Yeah.
True.
Is her name Claire? Is that what he was saying? Going to see a Claire?
Yes, he said
Oh.
her name was Claire.
Oh, that's a clairvoyant Resvin. That is like a title, basically.
Like a
Clairvoyant?
cleric.
Clairvoyant. Yeah, it's like someone that can
Is
look
she
into
a
the
cleric
future.
too?
Maybe.
Claire the cleric? That sounds like that would work.
I don't think we're getting past this one.
Crystal Claire.
Like Resident has his own headcanon about her. Like, you should be Claire the cleric, even if you're
Your
not.
name would
You
make
should
a lot more sense if your name was Claire. You might want to change it.
be.
Do you think I could be a voyant too?
Um,
I'm a
No,
good
but
enough
you are
cleric, I
buoyant.
could be a voyant.
um,
I am a boy, yes.
yes. So,
Yeah. Alize is laughing her head off so much right now.
I don't even know if I followed that one.
okay, wait.
Let's
Mark, are you
float on
following with this
over.
one?
I'm good on my but
He's trying.
Buoyant.
I've
Buoyant.
No, I said bark.
oh, bark.
I don't know. I'm not. I. A lot of this conversation is just going to be in one ear and out the other.
That's fair.
Well, you know what I mean.
It's pretty hollow down there. I get it.
Mm. So, and
All right. So we going?
Sure.
Actually,
Sure.
Check it out.
why don't you check the bones? Should we go or not?
Oh, I need to read my book, I think, tonight to figure out how to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
I'll
like
roll the
preparing
dice.
to figure it out.
Here, look. I'll roll the dice and I'll roll them in my hand. That's a yes for sure. I think that means we go.
Oh wow, you know how to do that? That-
Yeah,
It
you see how
spells out
this one
no.
See how this one points in that direction?
Sure.
That's
I'll
what it's
follow
fucked up.
you wherever you go.
All right. Well, it seems like this is the flow of the day. It's still a little early.
All right. So as you all then going where Ziggy mentioned is that it was basically fairly close by, almost next door. You go up and you do see a shop sign that seems to have almost the symbol of that of a crystal ball to a certain degree. The windows are basically curtained shut. There's no lights entering in, but they seem to be almost that of a purplish red type hue for the drapes.
Hmm.
Wonder if she knows we're coming. I just stand
Maybe.
at the door.
Last time I was in a place like this, there was like this like crazy circus going through the Feywilds, and there was a seer oracle lady. She was pretty nice.
So as you approach the door, you get to a certain point, and then the door kind of slowly opens, and there's a little bit of mist pouring out, beckoning anyone who dares to enter in.
Back at the really giddy. She knows we were coming. I bolt in.
Alize's gonna she's gonna try to scoop up some of the fog, and then she's just gonna be like, "Oh, I missed," as she's going in.
Get out.
Turns around. Go home.
Get out.
Well,
Go home.
so next week we're gonna have a new
Door
cast member.
slams in her face.
Alize, leave all your stuff and go.
So, all right. So as you all enter on in, you see a lobby type area with a clear set of again continuing the theme of like reddish purple curtains with little beads in front of them. Here is a very fine, ornate waiting area with various stools and long benches. The carpet continues this theme, and the drapes are just everywhere, lining the walls, meant to create this area of mystique and mystery. There are various light globules just floating through the air to give this sense of aura. And eventually, slowly pulling back the curtain, you see a blue-skinned tiefling wearing a kind of purple dress, a little bit of a heart-shaped cut, and then long blue hair pulled back into that of a little bit of a half ponytail, ornate jewelry hanging from her from her horns that seem to go to almost like a ram's shape to a certain degree. There are several rings going across each of her fingers, and she goes, "Welcome to Trish's wondrous, not wondrous. I was looking at the wrong sheet. There was the thing above it. Welcome to Trish's Emporium, where I be able to provide clairvoyance and guidance for all various lice mysteries."
Can you explain
Hello,
what
Claire.
clairvoyance is? Yeah, for my friend here.
Hello, Claire.
My name is Trish. As far as clairvoyance are people who are able to peer into the future. They provide clarity to various thoughts and the like. That is why we are called clairvoyants.
So is Claire here?
I guess you could say that I am Claire to a certain degree.
Oh. Mm-mm.
To a certain degree.
Oh.
But my name, but you may call me, but for clarity's sake, young one, you may call me Trish.
Okay.
Wonderful. So, what might I do for you all?
Well, hello, my name's Gideon LeBlanc. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm sure you knew we were coming in, the door open. That was impressive.
I always know when my customers are arriving.
Because they come to the front door.
In a way.
How?
Yeah.
What do you charge for readings? Do you do certain types of readings? Do you give lessons? If we have different items, and she'll hold up the tarot and stuff.
Lessons. I have not done lessons. They're not normally in my repertoire, but that could be interesting to add. As far as anything else is concerned, I could certainly do readings. That of the various cards, palms, dice, or even that of looking into your future with a crystal ball. Depends upon what you all are wanting. Can be individual or even a group. That will also, all those will be different rates. Group fees tend to be a bit more, but not much.
So how much for like a reading, like a card reading? For one person.
Just one card reading? I'll say 5 silver pieces.
What about for a group?
For an entire group, to read your entire future, things along those lines. If it's for your group, 5 gold pieces. 1 gold piece per person. I'm sorry, I did my math wrong. I meant 4 gold pieces.
That sticks his head up a little bit.
Yeah, Tyler is like.
Um,
You guys want to do group one or what?
Just player-wise,
Yes.
is that like DM counting 5 people, or is that like something that we should, as players, pay attention
That's
to?
that's just DM being an idiot.
Just double checking, because we're the 5 people on our screen we're looking at right now. Just wanted to double check if that's like ping, ping, ping. There's 5 people with us right now.
Yeah.
That's just DM being an idiot and counting 5 people on the screen.
Okay.
Alice has actually
Just
been
double
with us
checking.
the whole time, like invisible, and she could see him. And big reveal, we're gonna rush through battle.
Yep.
Just double checking.
I'm okay either doing individual or group. I think this sounds interesting and new experience.
Would you be able to offer up any clairvoyant names that you would think we should name our group for an extra gold? If you peer into the future and hear what a name would be, we're struggling with it a little bit.
Do we need a name?
I mean, we're the unnamed at the moment. I mean, it's kind of cool, but
That does sound pretty cool, honestly.
everyone keeps on asking for names, so just making sure.
Yeah. We're
enough.
still workshopping that. Yeah,
You guys want a
let's
group one or not?
yeah, a group one sounds fun.
Sure.
Sure. And we'll dig through until I find a gold piece.
All right.
I'll take one out. I'll just pay for the rest because they just paid a bunch of money for me.
Well, thank you.
What about your medical healing?
I mean, I don't
things?
feel super bad with 3 gold. If it was more, maybe.
Oh, all right.
I mean, let me do it. Let me do it.
Okay.
Oh no, please don't. Appreciate it. Oh man. All right, I guess you can.
Good.
Excuse me. She then looks and says, well, in that case, please join me behind the curtain. So
Gideon's like giddy right now.
He is amazing.
Gideon.
I wanted to do one of these.
So with that, as you're kind of looking around, you see a very simple room, again continuing with the kind of drapes and along those lines. And in the center, there is basically a very simple round table with a nice red cloth on it. She elegantly goes behind the table where there's one chair, and she gently gestures to the other side where there are about 5 chairs that you can go ahead and grab. Please be on the other side. So, and she pulls out a little deck. You see that it's a bit ornate, and she kind of does a little bit of a twirl with it. Tell me about yourselves. What brings you to the city of Arkenbridge?
I really have to refrain from saying things sassy. We're on an adventure to help folks if we can. We're, a little helping sort of party. Nothing too crazy. We're just trying to find people along the way to help.
A group of adventurers going out to seek various fortunes and assisting the good and people along the way and kicking evil in the teeth. You got to love it. With that, she kind of continues to shuffle. You just see kind of like hand over hand, and eventually slight little bridge shuffling, and then almost in a bit of a continue the showmanship. There's a little bit of flipping in the air and kind of just going.
Oh, cool.
These cards. And she kind of gently puts them down. They are more than just cards in many ways. They inform things about your past, present, and future. In this case, we'll be looking at various elements about this group's past, where you stand currently, and then maybe where your future lies. So, for clarity's sake, I'm not going to be using actual names of tarot cards because I don't want to get things wrong. So, we'll be speaking generally here. So this is both for you, everyone here and everyone at home, because this is a genuine thing, and I don't want to get it completely wrong or mess it up. So
That's fair.
so with that, she places it over. You see the cards tell one story. She flips it over, and you see a card that looks to be almost in that of a symbol of what looks to be almost like a human man to a certain degree, wearing very simple clothing, and seem to be tears almost streaking down his face to a certain degree. And with that, he goes, it seems that many great tragedies have struck your life in a wide variety of ways that is hard to ascertain. As the rivers streak down your face, as the tears streak down your face into that of a river. The river forming your various destinies as you continue on down. It is best that you do not fight the current that the past has brought about. And with the present, you see what looks to be that of a devil, embroiled in flames and holding that of a bit of a pitched fork. He goes, but there is great strife. As the river and currents are going through, you find that bit of in stormy uncertainty as things are coming up against you, seemingly almost endlessly and constant. Is being beaten and battered down to your very soul, no doubt.
He's good.
And with that,
I do cry a lot.
she kind of looks and examines over you. Yes, of course. The jester with the toothy grin, the sorrowful undercoat. With that, she then flips over the last one, and this one. All right. She looks, goes, and she kind of holds it for a split second. There's a little smile. This one's interesting. As you just see a ball of light. So, your past has brought many sorrows and brought you into the present of many strife. But your redemption, or potentially ruin, lies within that of something even further beyond. This seems to be even beyond my skill. It's curious to get it in this fashion.
Well, wait, why? What do you mean?
She kind of looks at it. This one usually means something angelic lies in your future.
Could interpret that as, sorry.
But to follow in this pattern, it's curious. It could mean that your salvation or ruin lies within the arms of something angelic or even that of the divine. So perhaps it is best to keep your eyes open in this regard.
So you don't normally get that card in relation to this sort of reading?
It is exceptionally rare.
Huh. Okay.
Just more proof of our call to action?
She kind of
Interesting.
leans back ever so slightly. I'll say at this point, you all can go ahead and make a perception check.
10.
23.
14.
21.
Okay. Rosa, this kind of just escapes your sight for a split second, but the rest of you notice that one of the pieces of jewelry hanging from her horn kind of spins around for a split second, and you capture that it seems to be that of a symbol of, like, almost that of a face coin, which you recognize as the symbol of Timora, the goddess of luck.
Okay.
So she kind of leans back and says, huh. It is most curious that fate seems to have been brought in here. As some sayings go, fortune favors the bold, I guess.
Maybe Tamora's looking out for us then.
She gives you a little grin with that. Very possible. And it could be that maybe it's within Timora that you'll find assistance. Though it's rare for her to be involved in these matters.
We seem to have quite a few gods looking out for us lately.
Well,
I was just about to ask that, actually. If in your readings recently, have you felt the divine moving more than normal?
there has been a strange shuddering within that of the higher planes. It's felt almost as if things are being put into question. That the events within the past 100 years or so are causing a shift of sorts. I don't know why, but in many ways, yes, I have sensed something.
Is that because you're a cleric?
Though I may not practice within that of the church, clergy of Timora are encouraged to provide good fortune and joy wherever they can provide it. And what better way to provide that than to give people a sense of hope?
Aye, that does go a long way.
And you're not lying to us?
The most lying I've done is a bit of showmanship, a little presentation to make things a bit more exciting. But as far as my understandings of how these cards work, there seems to be something here. That something is calling to you all more so than most. I never aim to lie or to deceive anyone knowingly or willingly. That would go against Timora and lean more toward her Bathsheba, her evil sister.
I'll roll insight just
Sure.
to see. Since I was told sometimes people lie to us about this stuff. 18.
18. You gather that she's telling the truth, that she'll never try to mislead someone for the sake of her own personal gain. And also the fact that she's being honest about there's a little bit of deception within showmanship, but what she says is usually fairly straightforward.
Okay.
But there are always those, regardless of the profession, that will seek to use those who are less fortunate, those who are weak and vulnerable. It is a sad fact of life. It is a good thing that you be aware of that.
We were telling Revenant here that sometimes there are those fortune tellers who do grift and prey upon innocent. Glad you aren't one. And, as soon as we saw your shop, it was deemed respectable and intriguing. But
Well,
just have to warn him about stuff on the mortal side, plain side.
well, as said, this can go for any profession, even adventurers.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, I never once was a disbeliever, so thank you so much. Sorry. Rosie, you have more questions?
Well, no, I just was wondering, how much is it for, like, one person's future with the ball? Crystal ball?
Well, for that, that I will say, as I can take up a bit more of my abilities, that will run you probably about 5 gold pieces.
Oh, okay. Can you do that for me, please?
She smiles and gives a nod. If you wish to be individual, do you wish it to be a private
I can turn around and close my eyes.
No, I mean, I don't think it has to be private.
With that, she nods and so let's see. She's gonna go ahead and give a nod to that, and then goes, well, it's always best to check, because some people don't want parts of their future to be known to others.
Makes sense.
So with that, she's going to go ahead and then she lifts up a crystal ball, puts it down onto the little center. You see it kind of floating ever so slightly. Seems like there's almost like a fog in the middle of the table or in the middle of the sphere. As she kind of just starts to cast spell, looking into it. Her, excuse me, her eyes kind of roll back almost in her head as she continues to reach out. What would you like to understand, child?
Oh, I'm supposed to come up with the question? I thought you were just going to do something random. How long do I have?
You have time.
Okay. I'd like to know if my sister stays safe.
Stays safe. With that, she reaches out and you just hear her go, Timora, hear my words. Does this elven child and her sister, does she remain safe wherever she lies? Okay. So, with that, as it happens, you see what looks to be a lightning bolt almost strike in the center of the sphere to a certain degree, and the mist almost seems to form into that of basically like almost like a storm to a certain degree. And as it keeps on going and thunderclaps happening, you start to see Trish as she's focusing in, and you do see a coastline city. And it kind of focuses in and keeps on going. And as it goes, you see what looks to be a castle of sorts, or at least a keep. There's a symbol of a purple dragon on the exterior. And as she keeps on pushing and focusing, there are almost two visions happening at the same time. One is where there seems like there's the knights are walking around adorned in various armors with a purple dragon planted on their chest, walking around normally, eating, drinking just fine. But then almost simultaneously it then shifts on over and you see what looks to be each one of them is embroiled in a combat, fighting cloaked figures. Some seem to be human in nature. Others seem to be full on serpentine. Others almost in a halfway state, attacking these creatures. And then again, continuing on, you see one where it seems that you see your sister. Short Eladrin seems to be in her spring form with the pink hair, very similar to yours. She seems to be happy, laughing with the various knights. And then another one, when it shifts on back to things going bad, you see her, and then you see what looks to be Amethyst going and slinging out a spell. And then everything fades. And you just see Trish, and she's sweating. It is unclear, child. There are many paths, things that are set in motion. She resides within a forest city, within that of Cormyr, that is what I can tell. But as far as if she will remain safe, the future is uncertain. It seems that the domino's effects can go in any direction at this point.
Yeah, I was like, there's two happening at once. Is that what you saw too?
Yes, it is uncertain. One domino can knock down another, leading down another path entirely. It is unclear which action or what sets these things off.
Okay. That was helpful, though. Thank you.
She gives a nod.
And they all saw, too?
Only you saw.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Lighting effects, though.
Yeah. I feel like Alize was watching. If the mists and like the lightning that did we see any of that, or is it kind of just a still room? And okay,
you saw like the mist within the orb and kind of lightning. There wasn't really anything exterior, so
okay.
Well, I feel like I have done all I needed. Do you guys need anything?
I feel all right. We seem to have gotten a fair amount of answers. Did anybody else want a reading?
Relevant.
Yeah, actually, Rosamund, do you want to do anything? And I like whisper in his ear, I'm pretty sure she's legit.
Do you think I should?
Maybe you get some hints about your family. If you feel like you want to.
I can try.
Only if you want to.
Well, my god said that he could not see.
Right.
Did I see if Timora can?
Might be worth a shot. Worst that can
Okay.
happen
How-
is you throw away 5 gold, I guess.
Are you guys talking or still like whispering to each other?
I mean, I'm loud enough that probably everyone can hear, but
Okay. Well, different gods being good at different things. Maybe, Rosa's right in this too. Maybe Timora can see past a few things that maybe Neuralis has. She specializes in this, it seems. So maybe you can
Just
get
a
an
different
answer or
perspective.
direction. Yeah.
okay, if all of you think I should, I can.
Sure.
I think so.
So I'll look at her. Miss Claire Trish Voyant, can you tell me
We'll get
anything
there.
about my family? Maybe the symbol on my head and what that maybe can help you find them.
Hmm.
Tell me more about them.
Finding. Hmm. Finding
Like, if he finds them.
If he finds them.
Well, if
Hmm.
they are alive,
I was going to say, what
as
about a
well.
question on your past versus the future?
The future is always hard to tell.
I'll point to the 4 different stars. Are these stars still in the sky? And I'll point to the ones that are my mom, dad, and sister.
Now, just to make sure, are you referencing in our heavens, in our sky, the various stars? Or are you talking about, are your family still living?
Where I come from, when people die, their star goes away from the sky.
I think I can understand. I will see if these stars still burn bright. And with that, she goes in, focuses in. Again, the similar lightning and storming type effect goes on. And it slowly starts to reveal. In Revenant, only you are able to see this as you go and look. And you see the symbols and the star, the constellation is definitely still there. Though at this point, I'll say go ahead and make a perception check.
That would be a 15.
15. As you scan on over and look, you start to see that while they're still burning bright, or at least existing, one does seem to be in the process of dimming.
Which one?
It would look to be to the position where your dad would be placed. He, at that point, ends it and goes, well, if there's any consolation, they still live. But the one I do not know, time could be against you. But but whoever it is could also be resilient.
Yes, thank you.
She gently kind of like places her hand like over your hands, like kind of reaching across the table, and goes, just as I have trust in Timora and her will, Neuralis will be there. I'm sure of it.
He has not failed me yet.
She kind of looks over to the rest of you and goes, and I don't doubt that he will. But also don't be afraid to take your own charge if needed.
What does that mean?
Take your own action if necessary.
Follow your own gut, your chutzpah.
Not necessarily waiting for a divine answer if you can't get one right away.
Oh, so not go against Neuralis then.
No, nothing along those lines. More so
No.
saying act.
This is false reading.
More so act when you feel that the time is right. Follow your instincts.
And your instincts often align, I mean, obviously, with your god, so.
The Hood Spa, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's morphing, like the more you say.
So good. It's so good. Chutzpah.
The chutzpah will be with you always.
Where,
Husband said
I
hood,
mean,
spa. Hood,
yeah.
spa.
Yeah.
So good.
Do you, can you do another one, or are you kind of
I can do
tapped
it.
out magically, or?
I have one left.
Gideon, did you want to go, or were you?
I had a thought, but you go ahead.
Are you sure?
I was going to ask about the threads of the enemies and what sort of webbing combine us. The threads that we share. But I think we all know. You can ask whatever question you want.
Oh. I was just gonna ask where to maybe find more information.
Oh.
It doesn't seem that important, to be honest.
Well, I can ask my question if you don't, then.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
We can always
Okay.
come and bother her again later.
Put out 5 gold. For group reading, if you don't mind.
Yeah, she was. For this once, I will lower the group charge.
How much more do you need?
Well, if there's 4 of you, and there's 4 of you, and it's cost 5 gold, that'd be 20 gold. But for this once, since I only have 1 left anyway, I will keep it at 5.
Very nice of you. Yeah. Question would be, our paths, the enemies that we've gone across. Seems like a spider's cast its web, come bring us all together, trapping us. How much so does that thread overlap into each other? Common enemies, if you will.
Which ones are aligned with each other to a certain degree? She thinks about it for a second. Similar thing. And with that, it opens up and you see the various, almost like a glowing thread, and then one goes out and then it kind of branches out and starts to go into different directions. One collides with another and they continue to branch on out, various almost like growing like various spider webs and fingers reaching out to the heavens. And she's sitting there focused up and she goes, "It is hard to tell exactly how these webs intertwine. Some seem to be acting on their own accord, but still wind up connecting themselves due to your own affiliation with one another. But then, as they continue on to go and collide further, but there's one thing that seems to be uniting them, or potentially a bigger common enemy of sorts." And she's trying to focus in. But it's hard to tell, it's hard to see. And at that moment, as it continues to go, and at this point you all are able to look into the orb, and you see one line almost seemingly go forward and then suddenly branches off into another direction, and it keeps going forward. Then you're following one as it keeps going upward and upward and upward, as everything starts to go darker and darker around the orb. And suddenly you all start to feel as the room begins to shake. He goes, a crack starts to form on the orb. I have to let it go! And with that, she goes, and at that point, she just goes and grasps onto the ground and slams and is starting to kneel and starts to breathe ever so heavily. I saw things. I saw a bright light reaching out to the heavens as though it started to reach down in its various tendrils coming to my various head. Its webs were going forward. It knows something. I had to break it off. The rumblings on the ground, as though I was alerting it to our various presence.
Oh.
But it knows? What do you mean it knows something? What does that mean?
It knows something, but I don't know what. Whether that you are looking for it, or that I was peering into its mind.
That sounds like what I did.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I thought that the second you drew that celestial card.
She then goes over to the table and looks at the light card. What have you gotten yourselves into?
That's why we're here. We know that we might be at the precipice of a great many things.
Something we've been called to, pulled back into.
The heavens feeling distorted the last few 10 days. A celestial? Either
Have we made any?
You all have done something horribly wrong to get a Celestial on your radar. Or it. Whoever they are. Something horrible has happened for them to be this way.
Well, we didn't
Well,
do
we're not-
anything. Yeah, I mean, so it's the second one for sure.
I promise we're not keen on making any celestial enemies.
She
We go
kinda-
back to this being an illusion and part of the show.
You can treat that as an
Oh,
illusion
okay.
all you want, but
No, it's not.
as far as how they combine, that I cannot see fully. It's hard to tell. But what I can see is that there are various plans and webs, some that intertwine by happenstance and others because they've collided at some point in the past. But it seems to be pointing to whoever this Celestial may be. If it is even a Celestial at this point.
We've been finding corruption runs deep.
Tendrils in the sky. Well,
Good question, Gideon.
yeah.
She just like lightly like
Yep.
his shoulder.
How much is that crystal ball? I'm sure we can replace that for you.
I will replace it. It is quite all right.
About that. He just reaches in a bag and slowly just pulls out one of those really nice bottles of wine. I'm sure we can part ways with this. You might seem like you need one of these as well tonight.
Need it more than we do. Sorry for the trauma.
We stumbled upon it. It's all right.
She gives a nod. I will take this as payment then.
Well, thank you for your help.
She gives a nod. Whatever you all are embroiled in, I hope you get it resolved quickly. And that you remain alive.
Thank you. Us too. Well,
Yeah.
mostly.
With that, she gives a slight tentative nod. And then, with that, I believe our time is up.
Mhm.
She stands on up, parts the curtain. May Timora smile upon you this day.
And you, and hopefully you won't have any bigger revelations. With other readings, that they're just, easier. Yeah.
She gives a nod and a slight chuckle to that. And goes, of course.
My hand on Revenant's shoulder. Make sure he's all right. Have any other questions, Revenant?
No. I think I was sent here for a reason.
Or two?
Of the library, right? Just keep going.
As you then continue on to the library, you manage to continue your way through the market, grabbing anything else that you may need. And that's where we're going to take a break for tonight. All right, we'll pick up there at the library as everyone does research and things along those lines, and we'll see what happens next. Very interesting, fun little
more laid back first half compared to the last few weeks, so it'll be a fun little time. You won't want to miss it. Stick around. And welcome back, everybody. Just now joining us, we've had a pseudo kind of downtime, a little bit more chill opening bit with a bit of drama heading in where the party had potential readings about their future. But currently they're heading to the place where they have been resting up in Arkenbridge for the past several sessions within the Library of Majesty, the larger temple to Ayun, the goddess of knowledge, and also a resting place for that of the Harpers. And so, as you all have arrived on in, you find it in its current state. Again, you see to find a human man adorned in very simple robes. Goes, welcome back. Do you all need assistance in doing research of any kind, or I'm assuming you are resting up as he kind of examines you all?
Yeah, I think a fair bit of a rest is in order. And maybe some research down the line.
Of course. Well,
Yeah, I was. You just a thought. Do you have any books on any, I don't know, upset celestial entities that are hell bent on, I don't know, getting revenge on this plane or something like that?
well,
What?
we do have books on Celestials usually going rogue, but the only one that we would be aware of along those lines would most recently probably be Zariel. But usually they become fiends of some sort.
All right. Just any, like, in the past sort of decade of just maybe events that have occurred. I mean, just records of just kind of like major events that have occurred with the Celestials in the past 100 years or so.
100 years? We can definitely find something along those lines. I'm assuming you don't mean to read about the entirety of the spell plague and things along those lines. Because that is something that major happened with Celestials to a certain extent.
Probably not the entirety, just part
Okay.
notes.
All right, well,
Again, things that be surviving Celestials.
surviving Celestials. Okay, well, in that case, I'm assuming you'll be resting in your...
Actually, I take that back. Even killed Celestials. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Well, if that is what you wish, we can definitely see to it. I'm assuming you'll be resting in your usual place?
Yeah, I think we will.
If that's still alright.
As far as we know, there's a Harper who is currently overseeing over everything at the current moment. He goes by the name of Dobbs.
Perfect.
Oh,
That was
that's
going to
good
be my
to know.
second
Thank
question. Yeah, could we maybe after a little bit of getting caught up, meet with this Dobbs?
Yes, well, he'll probably be downstairs. He is currently residing there. He just arrived.
He might
Thanks.
want to be aware of our recent adventures.
Of course. We will make sure that the research is sent down to you, and we will assist in any way possible.
And
Thank you.
thank you for your hospitality. If there's anything Ayun or you here at the temple need, please let us know.
Do you need donations or anything? Or do you take them?
We don't necessarily
Oh.
take them. Any books or scrolls that we get, knowledge, that's what we strive to do. Preserve knowledge and things along those lines.
For research, we might have some books to donate.
Very well.
Maybe a post-it note? I'm just kidding. They just have like a post-it note wall of people like, this is all I have. There's like a little happy face.
So this can the unnamed invent post-it notes, and then we'll be rich forever.
All right. So with that, as you all head back down to the Harper holdout, eventually you open it up and you see almost sitting on one of the chairs a man adorned in what looks to be a simple leather armor and then wearing almost a brown / blackish leather colonial type coat. It has a hood on it, and with that at the side are daggers, and he seems to also have pistols along his side. Well, as he kind of holds a pistol in his lap ever so slightly, goes, well, I was wondering when y'all were going to be making it on down here. Heard tale from those of Ayun, as well as other members of the Harpers, that y'all were staying down here.
Is that still okay with you?
As far as I can tell, you are assisting us in this investigation, but I can't necessarily say that you'll be welcome in all Harper strongholds within the larger network. I can safely say that you'll probably, if you are welcome here, then, as far as I'm concerned, I'm more than willing to oblige.
Much appreciated. Name's Gideon LeBlanc. Nice to meet you.
He walks on over. Dobbs, but I'm willing to assume that those above already gave you aware and that I was down here.
Alice?
Alice?
So,
Rosa?
I'm Resvin.
Resvin. Most excellent. Well, now that we are acquainted, he then kind of goes on over, gets a glass, and kind of pours himself a thing of whiskey and kind of takes a sip. I've heard tales of everything going down here in Arkenbridge. If you all were looking to decompress, I'm more than willing to give you all the space. But if there's anything y'all need to tell me, I'm more than all ears.
I'm gonna insight him.
Sure.
I will too, just for fun.
17.
Okay.
Who's the one that caught you up on all the recent going-ons?
18.
18. Well,
Trying to add that question in before the insight.
yeah, no, fair. He goes, well, I had some information with that of an acquaintance, Amethyst of sorts. She informed me of everything going on and that she was making her way over to Cormyr, and I figured I would go ahead and stop on by for a certain spell to make sure that at least some member of the Harpers was overlooking this little bit of sanctuary, and before we can build it back up after the spider had them all killed. So as he's talking, Alize and Rosa, you're examining him, and he seems to be rather forthright, just blunt.
That's good, though.
Okay.
That was pretty unfortunate. Do you hear about why the spider would have done that to your crew?
Well, I heard tales regarding it. I don't know the specifics. High Harpers seem to be holding some things close to the chest, but even then, I'm not at liberty to divulge all the information, you see.
Well, I'm sure. Well, I'm sure anything the Amethyst would have undiscovered would filter back through you through the leadership. We don't mean to interfere on that, of course.
Nah, it's fine. But I'm aware of some things, but only vague notions. Know there's something more going on with the spider, and that this is not the spider that we thought it was, being the faction member of the Zentarum. Between you and me, I'm a little disappointed in that fact. I was looking forward to kicking a little Zentarum butt, if it were.
There'll be plenty of Zentarum butt to kick.
Oh, absolutely. But none for a justifiable reason. Well, there's always justifiable reasons, but can't just go
You
kicking
just
down.
flip over a rock, right?
Yeah, can't just go kicking down the door because they're all Zents. That'll just cause further problems down the road.
Yeah, but like I said, you just kick over a rock and you'll see a Zent go running away, scurrying away.
Oh, absolutely. I've been telling them for ages that old Beetle is a member of Zentarum, but they don't believe me for some reason. You kind of see a little grin as he's leading into the insect joke.
Well, I'll just look to the others, kind of make sure they're seem calm with the up and up. Does seem like we might have undiscovered a few other things for you.
Well,
Yeah, I think your night might get a lot more stressful, personally. But
Well, we have good spirits, at least to keep us company while we divulge information.
Darla,
Yeah, speaking of that whiskey, we need to upgrade that. What's down the bottom?
he looks and goes, "Son, there ain't no upgrading whiskey. But regardless,"
Look at the bottle.
he kind of looks at it and he just goes, "I know that's a good bottle, but I'm loyal to my
Fair enough.
brand." But regardless, when it comes to being a hopper, your night's always stressful.
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Sure. Maybe not like
Oh,
Ziggurat
good.
underneath the city with a Nothic, guarding it, ready to blow up at any time. Stressful, right?
Now that I call interesting, not stressful.
Got some interesting stuff for you.
I'm all ears.
Well,
Yeah, I'll just kind
Um,
of fill them in on the tower and
Mhm.
Thalos and what we discovered. And it looks like Captain Ember of the Ride. They might be taking the investigation if you want to work with them.
Well,
And your accent is really, really starting to bug with mine. I'm starting to lose mine a little bit, but I'll work on it.
He goes, "Well, that is certainly interesting there. Oh, definitely let members know about that element.
Well, especially because it's like multiple cities, not just here.
Mm-hmm.
So
We'll see what we can do regarding that. As far as this Ember goes, I'm aware of her. She's a
Biggest
good,
concern is
as I say, she's a good character, a little playful, but generally well-meaning.
seemed like it. My biggest concern is that, like my friend said, there's two other cities seemingly directly involved.
Mm-hmm.
But this Lich wizard is keeping tabs on this Nothic through sending or whatnot. Maybe not visiting this tower, which is surprising, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's got some sort of other network or people involved that aren't aware. So think of him as Thalos or even another identity. I mean, this thing sounds smart. Like he's got laying down webs of himself.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I mean, that's expected of a red wizard of Thay. To be smart, cunning, to find all types of mana, and that kind of thing. Well, I think I'll definitely let them know, keep an eye out for this Thalos or Orsul. They could potentially going on multiple identities of sorts.
Appreciate it.
Of course. Well,
Oh, and the other cities would be Harrowdale and Marsenburg, if you have any contacts up there.
Within Cormyr, we certainly do. Harrowdale, most likely. It's a major city. Hoppers tend to function almost all over the place.
wait, wasn't Westgate one too, or
Westgate was one of the areas that was being that he was researching about.
oh, but he never like settled in there.
Yeah, there wasn't like an X
That's
on
what
it
you
or anything.
landed on. Okay, thank you.
No worries. Yeah, he was mentioning about how there's like wild magic there that he believes. So, and Saloon's blessing, which was a sundering shard type thing. So,
yeah. Oh yes. Okay, thank you.
Yep. So with that, he leans back and, well, we were definitely unaware of Orsol, but it sounds like almost everybody was. We knew he went somewhere, but never bothered to look into it. We figured he was just being an elf wizard and just going off on his own days and looking to his own means, that kind of thing. But,
I mean, he kind of is in a sense, but,
well,
you know, for the wrong reasons.
Yes, but as said, I'll make them aware. I'll make my fellow Harpers aware of this, and we'll keep an eye out for them. See if we can assist you in any capacity, as it sounds like y'all will have a little bit of a handle on this.
Well, I mean, more eyes, more hands, more information to assist us. I mean, we're not asking for the full force of the Harpers. I just mean, in this sense, we can't be everywhere at once.
Oh, no, of course not. But I'm just saying, we'll definitely help keep a lookout for those kind of things. I'll see if I can hook up.
In your opinion...
I'll see if we can hook up with the ride. Assist with them in any capacity, but it'll probably have to be a little bit of a private matter. They know... Not be aware that a Harper's assisting them.
I was gonna say, do you think, in your opinion, we should take up a contract with them at least? Like, they seem on the up and up enough to sort of work with them.
As far as people are aware, the ride and the like, being the primary law enforcement in this town, it's almost a requirement to be on the up and up and good stand, that kind of thing. They tend to be self-policing, that sort of element, kind of like the Harpers. But most Harpers, as per our recollection, whenever they feel themselves going down a particular path, usually surrender their rights as a Harper. Seems to be the same member as the ride. So I believe they are of good character and good standing. But as with everything, doesn't hurt to double check.
Okay.
Keep both eyes open, that sort of situation.
It's good to know.
Okay. Well, as you can see, we need to decompress, heal up a little bit.
Absolutely, as he pours another shot. And I have a little tower to go investigate.
Mm-hmm. Let us know if you find anything.
Yeah. His wife had been up there as a banshee. And let's just say it's no longer there. So at some point there might be some retribution from that fact when he finds out.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised about that fact. So, but either way, good to know.
Good to be prepared. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, well, I'll let you all to it. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Appreciate it.
Maybe make sure that the front door is, not still trapped. Or go through the top window. That's what we did.
Oh, I always check for traps, don't worry. Right. And with that, he opens up the door and keeps on going.
It's the last we ever see of him. I'm just kidding.
All right.
Collect his bones later.
Oh my god.
Resident, these are Dobbs' bones, I can tell.
Also around now.
Resident's new friend.
That's why I don't know when he was buying the bones earlier. I was like, dude, just get your own, man. Like we stumble across them all the time. Like we don't need to buy them. We'll go back to the tower and
It has to
collect
be
some.
25 gold pieces worth, though.
That's fair. That's fair.
There's a component value to them.
Gideon just puts one piece of gold on each little bone that we find in the yard. He just like pick them up one by one. There you go.
1 gold, 2 gold. When Dobbs is out, I think Alize is just gonna like flop over and just
Resvin will say to Bark, I'm glad you could get in here.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising, but I guess it worked.
I was a little worried.
Well, not touching the ground, so I guess that might be it.
Well, that is good.
Make sure you
Sets
play
him
hot
down on the
potato with
ground.
him.
No.
just goes up in flame.
That's not funny.
I didn't say that as Alize.
Resvin, what did you see in the crystal ball?
And he is kind of in the corner picking at his left wrist a little bit as he's sitting there. But I saw the stars on my forehead, and the one that is my father was a little more dim.
Oh.
And that means it's bad, right? Like if
It could mean a few things, but if it goes away, it means he is no longer alive.
wait, what do you mean it could mean a few things? Like what?
Well, she said that it could be he is dying or he is coming back more. It could be getting more bright or it could be going out.
Yeah.
Wait, getting more bright?
Yeah, like if it was dimmer, but he's getting better, or he was
Oh.
here and he's getting worse.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. What does your dad do? Like, does he have a particular skill set or?
He follows Neuralis and he is knowledgeable. He is a caretaker for many.
Is he like a cleric or?
I don't know what exactly he is, but he is a follower, yes. I don't know if he ever used a term like cleric for that.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts as to why his might be dim versus the other two?
Well, we were attacked by a death god.
Right.
And when I was there, they said they were going to sacrifice me to him.
Right.
And that is when I got away. And he's still picking at his wrist right now.
Well, do you want to think about figuring out a way to find them?
I do want to find them, but we have a lot of things we need to do right now.
Yeah, but they're all related.
Well,
Ultimately. Ultimately. I'm saying is,
It is like when I am in the kitchen cooking. Sometimes one food will be done before another, and it can stay cooking longer. But if you do not do it in the right order, things will burn. I want to make sure we do what we need to do in the right order so nothing burns.
we'll do our
That's
best.
such a good analogy. How do you do that? You always do that. It's like the guy that plays
Wait.
him's a pastor or something.
Wait, what? What other analogies has? Because we've been teaching him these, right?
No, Reservant always uses analogies to explain his thoughts. And every time they're like perfect.
spot
Like
on, man.
It's
they're
that
perfect.
it's that higher wisdom versus intelligence.
It is, yeah.
Mhm.
He couldn't
wouldn't
tell you what
him
analogy
what an
means.
analogy is.
Yeah, he can't tell you
Right.
what an analogy is, but he can give an analogy.
Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
Like
Well,
if he
I'm
had
trying
used
to think
backburner
if-
before, he wouldn't have been able to understand it. But he's explaining what a backburner idea is right now.
Yeah.
Right. No. I'm just trying to think of how many times Alize has heard him say these, or because I know he's said them, but I recognize them more in conversations with Rosa and
He
not.
usually uses it to explain something to Rosa. Yes, I will.
Yeah, I was gonna
definitely
say because
say
that's
that,
why.
yeah.
That's why Alize's like, wait, you just did an analogy. You know what they are.
Yeah, wait, you
silly,
did?
silly. You know what they are.
Gideon and Alice are winking because they know they're flirting in analogies right now.
Wait, Alize's not.
I know. I'm just joking.
She's just like, why are you winking at me? Are you okay?
Nah, he didn't do that.
Got something in my eye.
You made an analogy there, Resvin.
I don't think I've ever cooked an analogy before.
Well, you're cooking now.
No, I'm not.
Metaphorically. Yeah, see, that's an analogy. That's metaphor.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
literal.
no.
There's literal, if you were literally cooking, and then there's metaphorical cooking and
Where's that whiskey?
analogies.
Okay. All she's saying is that you're really good at explaining complicated concepts and making them easily understandable.
Oh.
That's all that means.
Okay.
It was a good way of explaining.
Okay, to a compliment kills me. Like when people do that in real life, that is like the funniest thing. Can I sidebar this super fast? There was one time this kid in our youth group, he preached a little message like for his fellow students, and I went up to him and I was like, oh my gosh, you are such a good speaker. You did a great job. Like you do a really good job of communicating. And he just went, okay. I was like, normally you need to
He's
say
trying to be a Mark Jr.
Doing that's like killing me. I forgot that happened.
The good ways to teach lessons are often in using phrases like that. So, but that is a great way of saying what we need to do in order. We can't just go off and, immediately track down this lich and only concentrate on that. We have all these other moving pieces, and there probably is more of a right order than not. I don't think there's a perfect order, necessarily. We can't discern that, unless that's what you're trying to do with the things that you bought, Resvin.
Well, I think that might help, but I don't think it goes for a long time from when we want to do something.
More to short term.
Yes. But if there is something that needs to be done, we should do that first. And if there is something that does not need to be done, we can wait on that. I do not know what needs to be done, though.
Some of that is just how much we can do soonest, too, if we don't know which one needs to be done first. Sometimes things are closer than the others. We can get them done on the way. But
Well,
maybe it's a good job to
okay.
recap and figure out what we got going on. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, if this might be on a time crunch, didn't Naralis send you in a direction next?
He did tell me to go to the swamp and find the temple there.
I was going to say next. It's right nearby.
If we're on a timeline here, I don't think we can afford to just wait for that.
Well, I do know that it takes a long time to get from one place to another here. So,
Yeah.
if we go far away from the swamp, then it will take even longer.
Yeah. Sometimes this is the time I really do wish you all could fly to.
Sorry.
It's okay. Nobody has that spell, right? Sometimes they
No.
come on scrolls. No. Okay.
I mean, eventually I could probably turn into something that flies, but that'll be
Oh.
a long time.
You'd be the cutest little sparrow, Rosa.
Oh, thanks. That would be fun.
Too bad you're
You
not
always
as
sound like-
strong as me. You could fly and like carry us or something. That'd be a great idea.
I can only carry myself.
I wish
I
there
have
was
to
a
get my
spell out there that
son
could
to
help you do
unpack
that.
some of my bags. Oh, a spell to like increase strength, you mean?
Enhance your strength or something. That'd be crazy if there was a spell like that.
Yeah. I knew spells in the past and other folks who knew them. There's lots of spells for different utilities. I mean, all those people are dead
that
now,
in my
but...
book. If you
Oh, did
want,
you?
maybe
Oh.
I can learn it for you if you need me to do that for you.
Well, I don't need to increase my strength at all. But
That would be
I guess you
good,
would,
though,
but, yeah.
potentially for a bunch of things.
There are a lot of things in my book I was reading that I might start trying.
Exciting.
Okay. Yeah. If you need help, let me know. But I don't know. I think because it's not like we can do much with my thing right now. And a necromancer, lich, all-powerful man feels like something we can't really tackle currently.
Yep.
So it sort of feels like the next logical one to go your direction. Resident.
If you want to go that way, I am fine with that.
Front burner it is.
Yeah.
And even though not everything is connected through the thread that we saw, it's connected because of all of us, right? I think that's what you were trying to say, Gideon. So I can bet, as we go on this path and go to the swamp, we're bound to run into something else. There has to be something else. If this is us being drawn to this place, we'll probably run into something else, at least along the way, or even coming back. I mean, who knows what's in that temple? We might be able to uncover some other stuff. There's so many things that relate back. So we're definitely meant to be on this path.
Like,
And
there's
you
some
know what?
crazy
Praise
stories.
Neuralis. You lead me in a prayer, by the way, Rezavan, because for the first time in my long life, I feel like a god actually cares. So, no offense to all the other
Would you
gods in
like to
Ioun.
become a follower of Neuralis?
Well,
We can do the ceremony right now. I mean, he knows it.
I'm an interested party investigating further. Don't want to commit quite yet. I'm not too sure about being used after
All right, you're
the
lost.
life, but
Otherwise, we could kill you. You could
Oh.
meet my god that I've gotten in touch with. All we got to do is just die. We can go talk to him.
Oof.
Nope. All right.
I've been
I like Neuralis's
resurrected
one better, to be honest. Yeah.
once. Don't really want to do it again right now. So it's maybe not.
All right, that's actually a good question. What about you guys? Have you all been resurrected before? So I'm a 1. You're at 1. Y'all at 0.
No.
No.
All right.
Speaking of dying, though, I've been kind of thinking about how I could try and keep you guys alive, like in better ways. So I think at some point in the near future, I figured out how to do, it's called Revivify. You can like make sure someone comes back if they're dead. It has to be really fast though. But I would need a diamond worth 300 gold, which is why I wasn't really like super keen on buying the staff. And then you guys were so sweet and bought it for me. So anyway, that's just something in the future
We'll keep
I
an
might
eye
be
out.
able to do. Yeah.
I
But
mean,
do I recognize what happened to me as Revivify or not? From Hope.
Based upon the description of it being very quick and things of that nature, you would gather that it most likely was.
Did she use a diamond?
She would have to.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
who knows what sort of treasures are in that temple or what we might come across. Dragons also have a surprising amount of treasure they hoard at times.
Are you gonna say something, Gideon?
I believe I recognize that spell. I think that's what brought me back. Ish.
I mean, that would make sense. That's kind of the typical one in the heat of battle.
Yeah. Just curious what my condition would interact with that. If our souls are being caught up like that.
It's a fair
You know,
point.
it's
Pray
not
about
when
it.
happens.
She points to a resume.
We'll look into that. Not important. It's a back burner thing. That thing can cook for a while.
Gideon did say that I could use his body to raise as well if I need to.
That is true. That is true. If the Revivify doesn't work, you can always learn it later. You just got to drag me around for a bit.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah.
You know I also kind of offered my, body to be used like that.
You did, and then you just
gonna-
kind of said no just now, so I thought you changed your mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that. The whole praying thing and see how I vibe with it. The longer we've been going on this journey, I've been finding out information, which is good. But now I'm really curious on other things. So, I don't know. Who's to say in 100 years or so I do that?
I know Rosa did not want that, so in case you die, I was reading about a spell that could stop something from making you undead.
Yeah, I want that one, please.
Yeah.
Yes. That seems a little easier to do than making someone undead.
So a lich can't scoop in and take us.
Yes.
I imagine like a scoop of ice cream when you said that, but sure.
A bad lich, yes.
I don't know if I've heard of a good lich, but there could be.
Well, you might have met one. I don't know. Sounds like Revenant's got some idea.
Mark is riding
I feel like
that
he's been-
PG-13 with.
I'm Resvin, the good lich.
Gets a sparkle tiara and everything.
He wears gray instead of all blacks
Black,
and,
yeah.
dark gothic. It's like a little less intense gothic. The skulls are smiling.
Well, we've met
By the
a
way,
good
guys.
ghost, so
Yeah, true.
We've met a couple of them.
and a good revenant.
You've definitely channeled a lot of good into hearts that I don't think normally would have had a change. And that's a
He believes
testament
in whatever
to...
I am. Well, I mean, he's batting pretty solid so far.
Yeah.
And he has a school friend. I mean, that's amazing.
I want to know how Neuralis feels about chaos, because I don't think I'm going to get rid of that part. I don't know if he's more order or kind of anything goes.
I think he is just good.
He's just a chill dude.
By the way, in the thing that Trish showed me, I think I accidentally figured out sort of where my sister is, but I kind of don't want to say just in case. So, but just know I know. Ish.
You want to go there?
All right.
Well, what's the point of going there right now? She's hiding. I might lead him right to her.
Nothing's going
Did she
bad there. I don't
look...
know.
Yeah. Did she look significantly different, like aged, or, was her
No.
hair longer? Were there indications
No.
that this was sooner or later? No? All right.
No. It was like two, like, possibilities, though. Like, one was like she was just fine there and hanging out and having a nice time. And then the other was like everyone's fighting. Members of the cult, and Amethyst was there with her. And obviously she said that it was really unclear as to what would trigger one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, when I wrote Fee for Amethyst to give to her, I mean, I told her I would tell her when it's time to do something, because she'd never forgive me if I just did it without her.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, what triggers that. I don't know. I mean, we don't have enough information to do anything right now. And they're probably looking for her just as much as they would be looking for me, so traveling to see her prematurely seems unwise.
All right.
Just
Even
a
though I
touch
wish
risky.
I could.
We might be able to get another letter out to Dobbs to send through the line as well if you want. Maybe warn Amethyst or warn your sister about the vision you saw, or maybe not. Maybe you don't want to touch it at all, just in case, but
I'll keep it for now.
This is good to know to keep tabs on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my thought.
I want to say thank you all, by the way, for going with me,
oh, yeah.
keeping me level-headed, and I don't know, trusting me through the fear, through the anger. It's a fine line that I'm riding, but I know it's something I need to. I'm a lot more assured now than ever before that's the path I need to be on. I don't think I would have gotten here without all of you, and I know it's dangerous, and thank you, Rosa, for stepping up. I know you went down, and it was probably terrifying in there.
Yeah.
And Alize, you faced your fears as well. I know that banshee seemed just shook you.
Yeah, I was telling Resident it brought up another memory. I knew another person, a friend, who had gone down by one, so I don't really like them very much.
Or a drink. Slide it across. I'm sorry.
It's all right, we
But as
got through
much-
this.
And you all, I trust in your decisions too. I wasn't so sure about keeping that thing down there, but seems like for now might be the better idea. But I also believe it in my heart more than ever before, especially after those readings too. But I've been feeling this for a little bit now. The gods, what's been drawing us. It's not just what I'm going through, but what you're going through. I feel like we do need each other to help each other, or we're all each going to fail. But I think together, we're like a bundle that can't be broken. Like a stick that can be broken once, but you put it in a bundle and it's strong. I think whatever we face, we can face together. Face the unnamed and the untamed.
Are you still trying to name us?
Yeah, a little bit. No, I don't feel like I'm fearful of vengeance like I was before. I just feel like this is what I'm supposed to do.
That's good. Vengeance often clouds judgment.
Yeah. So thank you.
And well, I'm glad that we could find some answers. I have the journal still, so I'm going to see if I can figure out what language the sleeping is. It's, getting into the mind of the enemy and all that.
Fun time.
Yeah, that's at least how I can help now. As for
You helped out a
the
lot.
fortune thing, I don't really know about. Like, she seems like she knows her stuff, and obviously she called whatever it was that Revenants saw, which is why I tested it a little after, because I wanted to see if she was legit and if that light card meant what I thought it meant, which it did. But I'm not sure why we would be involved with it beyond what we've already done. Weird.
We might not be able to see that string yet.
Yeah.
But I think the four of us, probably the four that are best put in the position to affect it.
Well, maybe I don't know about that.
Three of us believe in you more than I think you believe in yourself, Rosa.
Probably.
I put all my trust in you. I want to make sure you had that staff today because I think that was meant to be yours.
Oh, it's so pretty. That was really nice, you guys. I normally don't like go shopping ever. I'm not really like a shopping type of girl.
Oh,
But-
really?
Nah, it's not that fun to me.
So glad you told
Also-
us because that means Alize and I have the like green light to get you like so much stuff from now on.
Oh wait, no, don't do that.
Rach, are you flavoring this staff to look like the one that you've drawn? Or is that
No,
the one that
I'd
she's had
probably
this whole
do
time?
something different. I'm
Oh,
probably
okay.
gonna go look up staffs from Final Fantasy VII because I love all of Aaron's staffs and see if I can get some inspo from
Yes.
that.
Okay.
So good.
I
Fair
wanted
enough.
to know the visual because I've been thinking about this the whole time of like, how does the staff look?
I don't know either. We'll find
Yeah,
out.
Stuck on the
some-
free end vibes. That's why.
Yeah,
That's funny.
it was general
Mhm.
like a hook and some spirals and stuff like that. Very
Mhm.
smooth to the touch. So left it open.
Mhm. Sweet. I'll let you know.
Yeah, I feel it was kind of destiny, and that's sort of the theme of the day.
Is everyone doing okay though? Check in with everyone.
Yes.
I mean, as much as we can be, but
Fine. I gotta keep going anyways.
Looking at my husband. Yeah.
We are on a path. I don't think it will be easy. But I think we can do this.
Yeah. I think it'll be
Yeah. I think it's better that we looked into stuff today. So
not gonna lie though, having Trish look into things and seeing that hard first and then seeing what she had went through was absolutely insane. And Revenant, you said you had something similar happen to you, right? Where you were following a tie and it kind of you felt something.
Yes, I think if I would have kept trying, I might have died.
yep,
Yeah.
definitely.
And we found clues about Celestial in the tower, right? Because I remember there was something that Alize was like, oh yeah, that's like a corruption celestial type thing. Maybe I'm misremembering. There was something there. I was trying to find my notes.
The most that you were able to gather is that the Withering Oblivion and him
That's right.
had made dealings to basically swap knowledge to a certain extent. That's really about it.
Okay. I mean that I've gone on so many adventures and with so many various groups. And it's always starts with an unexpected journey and always grown into something else. But this feels a lot different this time as well. Like you're watching a storm slowly roll in.
Feels bigger. It's just
Yeah, I'm gonna take it a day at a time tonight. I
Yeah.
think that I'm not thinking beyond
We
the
have
next
to,
couple days. Sorry, that's gonna paralyze me into nothing if I think about some giant existential everything right. No, there's no way. Actually, I should probably just go to bed before I start thinking about this more.
just, you know what? Think about what, you know, count your sheep. Just one day at a time. That's how I have these. You know what? That's a
Yeah.
great way to live. Just
Yeah,
keep
that's
doing
about
it.
all I can manage most times anyway, aside from this our fate is bound by this angel man thing. Yeah, there's no way. Good night.
That's why I was just gonna end it with this question. So we're going to the swamp.
What?
Bring it
Oh my
back
gosh,
down
what?
into more.
Yes.
We're talking about tomorrow. We're talking about tomorrow. We're not
Okay,
talking about in the
okay.
future. This is right now, today, when we wake up, what we're gonna do. We're heading to the swamp tomorrow.
Sure.
Is that what we want to do?
Yeah. we
Run
can
that
set out.
direction?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we need
I
to be
would-
doing before we go?
Just some of the stuff, the research stuff before we leave. That's it.
So we want to
As
maybe
far
take
as
a
I
day
know.
to rest up, supplies, research. Not think about
Yeah.
anything past the day.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we could head out even later in the day. I don't mind. It's just
See how long
there's
it
just a
takes then?
few like loose ends, honestly. So
I mean, with 3 of us only needing a handful of hours, we can just read some of the materials that they bring down anyways. And just,
And Alize, you're good at scavenging for food, right? Like we'll be fine in the swamp. We won't need to
oh
worry
yeah,
about all that.
yeah. I've been making all the jerky and all the dried goods
Just
as we've been
double
going.
I'm trying to think if we need anything specific. I can go pick up supplies, but
No, I tend to be resourceful. Now, I will say in the swamps, it's probably going to be a fair bit harder to find fresh water and the like. I don't know if, Rosa, you have the ability to pull clean water, if that's in your druid capabilities, but
I can.
something like that. Yeah. I used to have a canteen that you could just, you know, draw water from, but left that at home. I only thought this would be like a 2-day trip, to be fair. I'm always wrong. I always severely underestimate the time.
yeah.
Okay. Good night.
Good night, Rosa.
Wait, one
Good
more
night.
thing. Just kidding. Good night.
What?
Oh,
Okay. Good night.
Does Rezavan want to try some of the drinks?
I will try it.
Okay.
And all I was saying is I was just warning you, it's bitter. That's all. And it burns.
Like
Not
it is
literally.
hot.
You
Just let
know,
them experience
Look
it. It's
hot to
fine.
me.
have you ever slightly burnt your finger by like a candle or something, and it like gets a little too hot, and it like you can feel that a
I
little
burn
bit
my
after.
tongue on a drink like that.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Like that, but maybe not as permanent.
Yeah,
It doesn't last that long.
just try it.
Okay.
Just sip it, not a lot.
Yeah, don't.
Even like water it down a little bit too, just like with some water.
How much water?
Why are you putting water in it?
Just like a couple drops, and it takes away the sting a little bit on the first time. I do it myself actually.
So that a few drops of water actually enhances the flavor a little bit. It actually brings stuff out. So this is actually a technique. So
A good thing.
this is actually real. A few drops of water
That's
actually
what I do. Yeah.
it brings flavors out. Anyway, so now making sure you're giving him the whiskey instead of the wine.
Yup.
Okay. Resvin, as you go ahead and you take the sip, I'm assuming.
Yep.
All right, you go ahead. Okay, hold on. How much of a sip?
I mean, they take a small one. So
Okay,
I'll
alright.
try with the small one first.
Fair enough. In that case, I'll still say since this is your first time and this is a whiskey, it's going to be very potent liquor. Make a con save just to see how much you're able to handle it.
18.
18. Like what they said, the flavors of it are shockingly decent. Where you get a lot of like almost little bits of like tasting like walnuts and a little bit like flowery notes. Then there's a slight burning sensation because it's like a dragon fire type whiskey, where it's like almost burning like cinnamon. But then as it goes down, it kind of warms your chest and into your belly just ever so slightly, which pick up why it suddenly feels why it warms, and it kind of burns the back of your throat a little bit as it goes down.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah, what are your thoughts about it?
It is interesting.
It's an acquired taste.
I can see
Is
where
it
it
a-
sometimes?
burns.
Mm-hmm.
He'll take a bigger sip this time.
Okay,
There we go.
I think he likes it.
as you take a bigger sip, this is then gonna be a con save to see what happens here.
Okay.
Since you're unfamiliar,
Joke. 20 for a 24.
Let's
you
go.
take it like a champ. You down that. You get another big gulp this time, and you take it like a champ. You are somehow gulping a sipping drink.
Did you just take a shot of that? Well, shoot,
you
I
not do
won't.
that?
If you want to take a shot, I'm going to take a shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good night. All right, guys. Make con.
It's gonna do-
Yeah, con save since you're shooting this back.
We are going to forget about today, my friend.
21.
21. All right.
You're not going to beat me. That is so rude. 12.
So, Alize, your Chaos Feywild element, able to go ahead and cover it. Gideon, there's something deep inside you where it's almost... There's something in the element of you that's like, this is a crime to chug this drink. And that's what's causing it. So you're able to go, but it is really harsh going down because you're not used to chugging it.
He like half rages for a second. His face like flames up.
Gah.
Well, I think I hit the rage fire or something. Ugh. I'll go back to sipping. This is a sipping drink.
You know, I outdrank a few dwarves one time in a competition and won
Doesn't surprise me.
a deed to some land that turned out to be kind of profitable for a bit. Don't know what happened to it, but
Did he sell it?
I don't even know when it was. I just know it happened one time.
Check that out.
So-
Maybe it's gaining some profit by now.
Maybe. Resvin, do you want to try the wine? It's sweeter.
I've had wine before.
Oh, you have? Well, you want to try this?
That's what
I
I
wanna
drink
try
back
this.
at my home.
I bet that one's really good. And you make it there
Yes.
too? Well, not you personally, but
Yes. So I've had wine many times before.
I haven't had this brand before. I want to try it. And I'm gonna try just a little bit of the wine as well.
Yeah, I'll
Right.
drink some too if you pour
Yeah.
me some.
This is
Yeah.
this is like a red wine, so the tastes are a little bit more earthy. There's that slight sour notes to it, but it's not awful. It's a lot more flatline, and it tastes smooth going down. So I'm not that big of a wine drinker, so you're not gonna get as much of a descriptor out of me. Sorry.
The dry notes of this is partaking of
I
the
am
high notes.
I,
The
uh,
tannins are tannining.
I am not. I'm going to give you the notes that I know exist, and I'm not even going to pretend to know the rest. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think after a few drinks, it'll let them continue with the wine. Gideon's gonna pour a big, it's kind of like a half drink, and then go wash up and get clean. But then he's gonna sneak off a bit just to get a good glance at the moon before coming back down and put on his robes and kind of catching up for a little bit with whatever they're doing. But we'll head to bed here soon.
Yeah. As you do so, you wash up, you go take a look at the moon. Make a perception check for me.
Oh.
If that moon has a face.
What am I? I'm not Dav. 16.
16. As you go out into the streets of Arkenbridge at night, everything is calm and quiet. It's a fairly clear night. Stars out, a few clouds in the sky. The moon is full at this point. And as you're kind of looking at it, even in a full moon, you swear you catch a strange sight where it looks like there's a bit of almost a shadow on its western side. But as you start to squint your eyes, you look and you see and you recognize that that's not a red shadow. That's not a shadow. That's red closing in on the moon. And so it's just appearing as a small sliver.
Ew. Don't like that. Is there anyone in the library? Like, since I'm just standing outside of it.
Yeah, there's outside. Yeah, there's some Arkenbridge guards.
Is it a eclipse coming or something like that? Is that normal?
He looks up. I don't keep track of that kind of things. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. Or is it sleeping? All right. Yeah, I'll go check with the others. Don't worry about it. Just let us know if anything happens. Or if that continues to get like fully red, you just knock on the door or something.
Sure.
Right.
He gives a
I'll
nod.
just salute him and just go inside. And then find the others.
Really quick.
Yeah.
The in-between, I feel like Alize would ask Rezavin if there's like a prayer that he says for Neuralis, and she's like, I'm not gonna like joke around. I just feel like the gods generally have forgotten about me and, you know, get a little sassy with them. But like I want to be like on the up and up with Neuralis.
I think Neuralis knows about you. He sent the messenger to say that you were all good people to be with.
Oh, that's right. Is he like over all the dead, or am I gonna have to ask the Raven Queen about certain souls?
He is a god of death.
Hmm.
I think the Raven Queen is okay with him, even though certain followers do use undead, but that is in rare circumstances. It is not all undead, as we also think that bad undead is bad.
Yeah, so that's like for the uses and stuff.
Yes, it is how you use it that is important.
The intentions.
The group I am from follows rules to make undead be for good, but not everyone does that.
I mean, there's a lot of factions. There's good Fae, there's bad Fae. So I get that in a sense. Kind of like, what's a prayer? Just, it, lead me through something. I don't know.
What do you want to pray for?
That's a good question. Gosh, I'm way too sarcastic for my own good. For the mortal plane, at least. I guess protection in our endeavors and efforts. I really want to make sure that, you and Rosa and Gideon can all be successful and that I can help. Ayun told me to just go look it up in a book, so
Yes,
Kinda
we
worked.
can pray together for that. But you are also in Ayun's house, kind of, so you should be respectful also of Ayun.
yeah. And I did as she was saying with the reading and then, the PTSD flashbacks I got in response. So I got some information.
That is good.
She's gonna fish out of her pouch and she's gonna pull out like a little tiny like bone. It looks from like a skeleton. This is from a lizard. One of my sons brought it to me. As a child, they just bring random things and handed me a lizard skeleton and I ended up keeping a bone. Do I need to like give that to him or to Norales?
Well, you can put the 3 bones around you. That might help.
I have seen you do that before. Okay. And she'll just do as Revenant instructs.
Okay. So, as you do so, I'll say go ahead and make a wisdom check.
I'll guidance her as well
Okay.
in her prayer.
Is that a D4?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, and just a wisdom, so I'm just adding the +3.
Yeah.
Okay. Dirty 20.
As you kind of reach out for the first time, kind of trying to contact Norales, you go and you definitely do feel that someone at least heard and is aware of your presence and is acknowledging it as you get this almost warm sensation of understanding to a degree.
Okay. Oh, feels a little cozy. She's just gonna narrate what's going on.
You see a skeleton with a hood up.
Yeah, is there anything if I kind of like... No, just darkness. My old friend.
Well, that is a good step still.
I feel acknowledged, though.
Yes, I think Norales is with you.
He was with us in that dungeon. Well, we keep trying. I mean, look how far you've come from when we first met. Just a little bit of, what, month or so ago? A couple months ago.
Just let me know if you ever want to be dedicated to Norales, and I don't think you actually have to die to be dedicated.
Do you pronounce it that way?
Dead.
Because that's a good pun.
Dedicated. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's how it's spelled.
Yeah. It's also like dead because he's the god of undead. Dead or god of death. Dedicated. Dead.
Well, you don't actually have to die, I don't think, when I do the dedication.
Well, because you're dedicated to him, And you're not dead.
Yes. So
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about dying.
No.
Gideon's
I
standing
do
at the
want-
door and just turns around and goes to go find a librarian instead, and just like, I'm not dealing with them right now.
Giving me like dare to like the dare t-shirts, or like I don't know,
Oh.
just giving me like early 90s like
Oh man,
Dude,
weird
where's my car?
slogans.
man, talk about a program that just did not work.
I
Anyway,
don't even know what the real thing was of that, because I know all my friends just called it dare to do drugs. Like,
yeah, because we never cared. Anyway,
Yeah.
it was pointless.
Is
We made
lit
fun of it. Anyway, sorry. I have a thing about
Oh,
this.
you're
Sorry.
good.
It's a valid crash out. It's a valid crash
Yeah.
out.
in the Feywild.
Yeah.
I mean, I have my own assumptions,
Mhm.
but with the chaos, like, I know there are Fey gods, but at the same time, I know a lot of arch-Fey kind of become semi-gods and godlike at times. I mean, and I say that loosely, but you
Right.
think of like the warlock packs and stuff. It's enough to make magics and bonds. I mean, I didn't know about Neuralis previous to this,
Right.
obviously. Is there a Fey or like death equivalent, or is it just the Raven Queen that's like mentioned?
It would actually be Neuralis. He is a part
Would
of
it?
the Elven/Fey pantheon.
Okay.
Uh,
I just didn't pay attention.
yeah. Raven Queen is the main pantheon. There's technically a primary pantheon, Elven, Orc, Goblin pantheons. There's a technical name for it. Begins with an S. It's called like Saladrin or something along those lines.
Oh,
as
yeah.
part of the that's the name of the Elven pantheon. I probably butchered the name, but that's largely what it is.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, she'll just kind of continue in a little silent thanks and then probably just chit chat a little bit or just sit in a peaceful silence, because honestly, she's also okay with that.
All right. So, Gideon, then, as you go and you find what looks to be a halfling, seems to be rather young, almost like in training. As he goes, yes, how can I help you, sir?
What about you so late, my friend? Trying to find an almanac or someone that can help know the weather. Tell me, is the moon supposed to be turning red like that?
What?
Yeah, moon has a sliver of red going on. I don't know if that's normal.
He's holding like a stack of books and he kind of drops them, and then he goes ahead and looks out and goes, he heads up to a window and just looks up and goes, we're not scheduled for an eclipse for any time soon. Why would be
Well, all right. That's not good.
Why would Saloon be turning red?
Yeah, I'm gonna go wake up my friends. We might. They might want to be. I'll be right back. I'll go back into the room. Are you guys done with the dedicated thing?
Did you want to try that?
We're good because you guys passed that. All right. The moon's turning red. It's not supposed to be red.
Oh. Hey, Rosa,
Yeah.
wake up.
I'm like,
Rosa.
we're all,
Rosa.
like curled up. I'm trying so hard to just decompress. You guys are already probably. I don't know how loud. I don't know how big the room is, but I'm sure it's not that big to where she was probably hearing them talk and like trying to drown it out. What?
The moon's
What?
turning red. The moon is turning red.
Would I know what the heck?
I'll say since
You know about stars, right?
since your dad was a Saloonite, you can either make a nature or a religion check.
Okay. I'll do religion. I rolled really good too. I got a 21.
All right. So as you're kind of thinking it over, that's obviously concerning, but it can mean several things. It can usually mean an eclipse, but since it's not turning, meant to turn, since the eclipse is not happening, and with that, it could indicate a shift in the larger pantheon. It could mean something else is happening. It could also entail a dozen other factors relating to various patrons or potentially demigods and things along those lines. But it is usually not a great sign. It could potentially mean shifts in power or things of that nature.
Like with Saloon herself, though? Or, like, what does that even mean?
Well, potentially with Saloon herself, since she overlooks the moon directly. But it's hard to say because not much that you can recall has been recorded about the moon turning almost like a blood red of sorts.
Okay. So it seems like she's just kind of thinking through for a minute. And then she goes, I mean, that's probably not great. I don't really know what that means, though. I mean, it's not super common. I haven't heard my dad talk about it in his time worshiping Saloon.
Is
But
it turning red fast or slow?
Slow.
That
I
seemed like
mean,
it's moved too much more.
all I can guess would be it's like a shift in some sort of power, but I don't know, like, who. It might not even be Saloon herself. It might be something else.
Well,
I mean, I could ask her. Sometimes she seems to be paying attention to me a lot lately for some reason.
let's all pray.
I mean, I was actually going to say that we all have our own connections. Why don't we each try and reach out, see how
Well,
we
you might
feel
like
if
it
any of the
too.
gods are responding?
Yeah, I will do that. I want to sleep now. Can I please?
Yep.
One
Yes.
more catastrophe is gonna make me lose my mind. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Thanks.
Sweet dreams.
Thank
I'll
you.
take out my lyre and start playing like a really soft lullaby in the background.
But before I kind of like slip into meditation, I will just kind of, especially because she just talked to me like a few hours ago and like looped me back up in the battle and just, say, is there something we need to know? Essentially.
Go ahead and make a wisdom check.
Okay. A check, right? Not a
Yeah.
save. Okay. 11.
As you try to reach out with that 11, there's an element to where you think you connect with her and you feel like you connect with a specific presence. You can kind of feel her as well. You can feel her, but there's also
Yeah.
something not responding. There's something kind of blocking.
I'm coming for you. She will not protect you for long.
You recognize this as the Night Serpent.
My girl. Yeah. So Does it feel like it's a communication, or does it feel like it's like Saloon's protecting me, but I could feel it still for like a minute. You know what I'm saying?
You could feel like it. You felt like Saloon is still trying to protect you. Like there's currently a battle of sorts almost going on.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But with with that
okay.
11, you don't get much more.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I think she probably. I mean, she's off like in a corner, so I don't think anyone would necessarily see her unless you're like looking at her. But she definitely will just get really pale and just be really quiet the rest of the night.
Sorry, Rosa, meta wise.
Poor girl. We're gonna give her a melatonin pill here soon. She can just totally knock out. Gideon, while playing his lyre, will at one point, like during his watch, kind of accidentally shift into minor and start playing his sort of lament to hope that he's been writing. But that's when his mind starts focusing on his palm, and he'll start reaching out to the Raven Queen to see if there's some discordance on what's going on, either based on what we've done or just if there's anything we need, almost the same prayer, like anything we need to know that's going on that we need to handle.
Make a wisdom check.
Is I get to play a song to the Raven Queen?
Since you're playing a song, I'll say go ahead and make a charisma, actually. Yeah, that's fine.
Sweet. Perfect. It's a big difference. My ass. Shouldn't be that hard. It's just -1. 22.
22. All right. As you play out and reach out to the Raven Queen with a 22, your hand glows as though it connects. And you definitely do make purchase where you start to almost speak with the Raven Queen, or at least feel her presence as well. But something's happening. I don't know what, though.
Just stay on the same path?
For now. But something is happening with Mount Celestia.
Okay. Get Rosa to research that. You're fighting strong because we still have more to do.
Much more. The gods will not go down without a fight.
We have champions here to help.
Not many.
That's 4 of us.
Sometimes that might be enough.
Just keeps playing.
All right.
Would also pray.
Yeah.
If I can, real quickly though, because I've been wanting to do this for like the longest time. I just want to ask it.
You're good.
I want to ask Bark. Does he want me to find a way to put him to rest, or does he want to keep traveling with us? Like, what does he prefer? Because I don't want to drag him around if he doesn't want to come with us,
Right.
but if he does, I'm cool with him coming.
If you can find a way to put me to rest, that would be appreciative.
Yes, I can work on that.
Thank you.
But then I would also pray about the whole situation.
Okay, go ahead and make a wisdom check.
Does this have proficiency being a cleric?
Uh,
Or
yeah, I would say so. I would say so.
okay. Prayer. So wisdom, you said?
Yeah.
18.
18. And especially since you've been guiding others and you've been doing this for a few weeks, you definitely be able to do that. So, reminder, what'd you get again?
18.
18. So as you are reaching out, the cold comes to you and you see your hooded companion. But weirdly, as you kind of look them up, they're kind of fading in and out.
Something is indeed happening, Resident, but we do not know what.
Is this changing your connection to me or others?
We don't know. Something is happening. Someone's trying to fight the scales. The gods are in chaos. We are fighting to maintain connection to those that we hold and those that follow. But we will do what we can.
What do I do if I lose connection?
Your magic will be more limited. And you need to find a way to restore everything, if you can. Times like this have happened before. The times of trouble.
Before you go to, what is your name?
One second.
My name is Fenris.
How will I know if I lose you?
It won't be for some time. But if you do,
He kind of points up.
then stars will fall from the heavens. Everything will be in chaos. If the gods lose,
Will going to the temple help?
it might, but we don't know for sure. This is new.
Well, please tell me if there is anything you do learn that I can help with.
We will do what we can. It has been some time since we've needed to trust mortals in this way.
I am here to help.
And he gives a nod.
The times of trouble. look into that. That might help.
I will.
And with that, he then fades away.
The times of trouble. He'll just say as he comes out of the trance.
Oh, lovely.
With that, is there anything you all do for the rest of the night?
Yes, I'm gonna go confront the moon. I'm just kidding.
The
Um,
moon!
The moon. I'm thinking of the Marvel Rivals. The moon
Right.
haunts you.
Yeah.
That's just keeps going in my mind. And I'm trying really hard not to make high moon jokes too. No, but for real, sorry, for real, gifts. Um, I think Alize wants to go see for herself. The situation, and so she'll exit the temple. And I think she'll fly up a bit. How tall is the temple?
Its tallest spire reaches probably to about 20 feet.
Oh, okay, it's not that big. What's
Medieval
the tallest?
cities.
That's true. That's true. Is that the tallest thing, like building?
The tallest structure is Orosol's tower, and that's outside.
Oh, okay, and I don't want to go over all the way over there. Okay, that's fine. I think she will just fly up a good amount.
Okay.
And I mean, just watch to see if it changes, watch to see if it she probably does this for a good hour.
So
Oh gosh, I mean, I'm not really that worried, but she's probably a couple 100 feet up. I mean, it's a good amount.
So as you go and are watching and looking at the moon and things along those lines, you notice that it doesn't really seem to change all that much or increase and decrease in size. It seems to be a rather sliver on the moon, but casting enough of a shadow to where the casual observer will be able to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you continue your flight, nothing really seems to change.
Okay. I think she's gonna kind of be thinking, because the link that she has made, like god-wise, has been Bahamut, because I had a whole conversation with that
Mm-hmm.
avatar person, and then also Neuralis, and so I think even though she had just prayed to Neuralis, I think she's gonna just try to just kind of send more of a fervent questioning prayer up to literally anyone. And because she's so high up, with her, she's not yelling at the moon, but she's talking out loud. And I think to just any god that will listen at this, like good god, good pantheon, and just desperate.
All right, so
Yeah,
I'll
just desperate.
make a wisdom check.
Okay.
The DC for this will be higher since it's just out there.
Yeah. I mean, 19.
Okay. So, as you reach out and just are not necessarily crying out, but calling out as you're flying up in the air, you gather that your words again do connect purchase,
Mhm.
but it's potentially to dozens upon dozens of different entities, and there is concern, but at the same time it's not really. There's concern and there's confusion as to what's going on, but nothing really lands or connects to you directly, as it seems that there's just almost like a cacophony of emotions happening.
Okay. Yeah. I think she'll just keep, in that same kind of position and just soaring, and just listening, and just, I mean, she does that for quite a while, I think, before she'll finally come back down.
Right. As you land, head back into the temple. Is there anything else you wish to do for anyone else wishes to do for the rest of the night? Okay. You all
Then I go up, and then we're gonna go outside and find the temple again. We're gonna reopen it up and go down into the dungeon.
No.
as you all get rest for the night, that's what we're going to tonight's session. All right. Interesting developments, everyone. We'll see where this leads, but looking forward to see where it goes either way. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight for some more roleplay heavy moments, a little bit of decompressing out of everything that happened. So we're excited to see where it all leads. Either way, thank you all so much for joining us. We're so glad that you're here with us on this adventure. As always, keep being awesome. Cheers. Hey there, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, then consider subscribing to be notified when more go live. Thank you to our official artists, Rachel and Dee Lee, for the character art. You can follow them under their socials, Pip400art and Raphazil respectively. If you want more D&D actual plays in between Revenants Wake, consider checking out games run by Mark and Mike on Twitch and YouTube under Marquee Gaming and Bardic Dice. And as always, thank you for the royalty-free music done by Kevin MacLeod, Ivan Dutch, Critical Role, and the Dungeon Playlist. Links to everything in the description below. And with that, we'll see you all next time.